Orpheum Theater first opened on January 5th, back in 1929. This building was the last major construction project in Phoenix before the Great Depression. When this theater opened, like 95 years ago, it was a technical marvel. I mean, when you walk into this theater, you're taken back to a time that was inspired by the Spanish revival period. It's like an outdoor, atmospheric theater when you walk into the main bowl. It really harkens back to an old time of how people were entertained back in the day. And it was unique to this area because there were no other theaters like that here. You know, you walk in, you're blown away by the red seats in the theater, but the detail in other parts of the theater is something else that's incredible here. It's very ornate. You see the details that harken back to a lot of inspiration from that time. The ceiling here in this theater, it actually transforms you. You know, you can see the colors of a sunset above you, and then also you can see like the starry night that you can experience. We have a staircase, we call it the Peacock Staircase, and it's something that you don't really see or experience anywhere else in the valley. So when this theater first opened back in 1929, it was a vaudeville theater. But then as vaudeville started to lose its luster, if you will, they found other ways to bring people into this theater to be entertained, and it became a movie house. They still had some vaudeville acts, but it really brought some diversity to the experiences that people could have here in the theater. I think that's what really kept it top of mind to people. Back then, I mean, Phoenix was a lot smaller than it is today. I mean, we're the 5th largest city in the country, but back then there were only 48,000 people here. And for the theater to find ways to keep people engaged really helped elevate the status. This theater is the only performance venue in Phoenix that's on the National Registry of Historic Places. So that's significant. It's a point of pride for the city of Phoenix. You know, Phoenix, especially downtown Phoenix, really prides itself on the cultural experiences, and I have to say that the Orpheum Theater really is the benchmark for those experiences because of the history that it has and the connection to the past. You know, it's very important when you're talking about a large city to have those connections to the past, because that really reminds you of what the foundation was for this city, and it gives you something to build off of as the city continues to grow. Today, the theater's role is to really add to the cultural experiences in downtown. It's owned by the City of Phoenix and managed by Phoenix Convention Center and Venues. And on the Convention Center side, we really pride ourselves in exposing people to the energy of downtown Phoenix, especially those people that are coming in from out of town, but also the people that live here. And adding to that cultural vibrancy is one of the key points of this theater today. So we have stage performances, plays, dance performances, comedians. When the city, as an organization, had the opportunity to purchase this facility, the main goal was to make sure that this building is restored into its original state. Our team here is so forward-thinking that they found a way to bring in modern technology into this theater so that you can have an experience that is both, you know, atmospherically like it was back in the day, but technologically it takes you forward into the future. I mean, I would put this theater up against any other theater in the valley when it comes to the type of experience you can have. My favorite experience here in this theater, probably the time that I got to get a tour behind the scenes of this theater. I mean, I knew a little bit about the history, but what I wasn't aware of was all the people, all the talent that has been in this theater. We have like I call it a wall of fame, where we have pictures and autographs of all the different talent that have come through these doors and performed for people. And walking through that corridor, not only do you feel like you're walking back in time, but I can also imagine not only the audience's reactions and seeing some of these people here, but the reaction of that talent when they stepped onto that stage. There's no other feeling like it. So I highly encourage people to come and get a piece of that experience.